So it takes a lot for me to focus on the refs after a sporting event because so many different plays, so many different possessions, so many different factors go into a win or a loss. But the focus on the end of regulation in the WNBA finals is kind of correct because the Minnesota Lynx did.
The NBA finals are in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons, and it's not just fans speaking out. LeBron James, one of basketball's biggest names, has called out the league after a controversial foul call that left everyone questioning the integrity of the game.
Because that was not a foul.
It wasn't just a questionable decision, it could change the future of the WNBA. Join us as we dive into the moment that sparked outrage across social media, the free throw disparity that has everyone talking, and how LeBron's reaction has thrown the league into chaos.
I don't believe it should have been a foul. It should have been a call. The defender was there. She went.
All right, let's get into the moment that really lit the fire. It's the final seconds of the WNBA finals. The Minnesota Lynx are up 60-58 against the New York Liberty. There's only 6 seconds left on the clock, and Breanna Stewart, Liberty star, gets the ball. You could feel the pressure. It's the kind of moment where games are decided, right? But then it gets weird. Stewart, she takes what looks like a couple of steps before dribbling. That's a travel easy, but no, the refs don't blow the whistle.
She might have taken 5. She hops, stutter steps, and doesn't put the ball down until she gets in the paint. She literally catches the ball close to the three-point line, doesn't put it on the ground until she...
No call, nothing. Stewart heads into the paint, and then the real drama kicks in.
Was called. Now let's look at the second half of this play when she chucks the ball up basically towards the hoop. So after she gets the ball and kind of travels, then it looks like this Liberty player is going straight up.
Everyone in the arena is just like, what? Fans, players, even the announcers couldn't believe it. It was a huge call, and there didn't seem to be any real contact.
From this angle, it's a little bit hard to tell. It's a little bit of a zoomed out angle, but there are also photos from this play. So as you can see in this photo here, which is right before Stewie goes up with the ball, Elena Smith is not touching her at all. She has 2 fingers that look like slightly tapping the ball. Her body isn't touching Breanna Stewart. Her arm isn't touching Breanna Stewart. There was clearly 0 contact here.
The Lynx challenged it, of course, but after the refs looked at the replay, they still stuck with their call. And just like that, Stewart heads to the free throw line, and everything in the game changes.
Challenge something, and you challenge a play that basically has the power to change the outcome of arguably the most important game for the entire WNBA season, and you do not overturn this call after seeing not only the travel that came before it, but then also the no contact when she went up with the ball. Like, it's crazy. Like, if this were on the NBA side, that referee would have been fired before the game even.
While no one listened to Lynx players when they complained, when LeBron James speaks, the entire basketball world listens. And after this controversial call, LeBron didn't stay quiet.
That. The controversial call even got the attention of LeBron James, who said this on X: "I'm sorry, but that wasn't a foul. Let the damn players dictate the outcome of a close, battle-tested..."
That one tweet sent shockwaves through the sports community. LeBron's words carried a lot of weight. This wasn't just some fan upset about a bad call. This was one of the greatest basketball players of all time, questioning the integrity of an NBA Finals game. If LeBron's speaking out, you know something serious is going on.
That is the really sucky thing. Like, nobody wants, like, not even fans want to see a game ended because of a call that the referees.
And he wasn't alone. Shortly after LeBron's tweet, other NBA stars jumped into the conversation. Damian Lillard tweeted that it felt like the refs knew the assignment in the second half.
Great game. And then Isaiah Thomas tweeted, "They low-key cheated for New York, but I get it, LOL."
When NBA stars, especially someone like LeBron, question the fairness of the WNBA, it puts the league in a difficult position. Fans started wondering, was the game rigged? And if so, what does that mean for the WNBA's reputation? Okay, so it wasn't just that one crazy foul call that had everyone talking. There's this other huge problem, the free throw disparity.
And the bad call at the end of the game wasn't the only time that the refs made some suspicious calls. You guys, the final free throw count at the end of the game, the Liberty shot 25 free throws and the Lynx shot only 8.
Like, that's more than 3 times the chances for New York to score at the line. In a close game like this, that's a game changer for sure. And it wasn't just that one foul on Elena Smith. Fans and analysts were pointing out a bunch of moments where the Lynx were getting the short end of the stick. People started seriously questioning the officiating, wondering if maybe the refs were favoring New York. When one team gets that many more free throws, it's not just about points, it messes with the whole momentum of the game. And in the finals, yeah, that's a big deal. Cheryl Reeve, head coach of the Minnesota Lynx and ONBA legend, didn't hold back after the game.
You know, it's a shame that officiating, had such a hand in a series like this. Obviously, there's always going to be a team that's going to be a little more disappointed than the other. I thought today was incredibly disappointing.
Known for her calm demeanor and professionalism, Reeve was anything but calm in the post-game press conference.
That was not a foul. That call should have been reversed on that challenge. If we sent that clip in, they would have told us that it was marginal contact, no foul. Guaranteed.
With emotions running high, she expressed her outrage over the officiating and the challenge system. Reeve pointed out the inconsistency in the calls and openly accused the league of letting the refs dictate the outcome of the championship.
This guy shot 30%. Shot 30%. The difference was in the foul line. All the headlines will be Reeve cries foul. Bring it on, right? Bring it on. Because it's stolen from us. Bring it on.
She didn't stop there. Reeve also criticized the challenge rules, calling for changes to prevent future situations like this. The frustration was palpable, and Reeve's postgame comments added fuel to an already blazing controversy. Her words were a rallying cry for fairness and consistency in the league.
Consensus, not only among fans, but also among the Minnesota Lynx. They feel like they got...
This isn't just one bad call we're talking about anymore. It's much bigger. People are starting to question the whole ONBA. Like, if something like this can happen in the finals, what's going on behind the scenes in other games, right? Fans are now wondering if they can even trust what they're seeing. When refs have this much power to decide a game, especially a championship, it shakes the faith people have in the sport. Social media is full of people calling out the league's officiating. And they're not just mad about one play, they're saying there's a real problem with how the refs call games. Some even think the ONBA might be giving certain players or teams an unfair advantage. That's not something a league wants people to think about.
Fans were noticing the commissioner's outfit that she wore for the trophy presentation. I saw this tweet that said, oftentimes the league wants to market X to win is just a paranoid take from fans. But for the commissioner of the league to literally wear the New York skyline on her dress at Game 5, that is not a great look.
And with LeBron James weighing in, it makes it even worse. His voice is huge in the sports world, and if he's saying something's off, fans are going to believe him. It's like once a big name like that starts questioning things, it spreads doubt. The WNBA's in a tough now, they gotta fix this fast, or else their reputation's going to keep taking hits, and they can't afford that.
Like to test the IQ of everyone in management at the WNBA and see if any of them are qualified to run any major business.
So yeah, the ONBA is facing a serious mess right now. LeBron's comments just made things worse, and the league's got to figure out how to respond, like fast. Fans are already questioning if the finals were even fair, and that's not something you can just ignore. The future of the WNBA's rep might be hanging on how they handle this. What do you think? Was this just a bad call, or do you think the whole game was rigged? Let us know in the comments, and make sure to subscribe for more updates as this story keeps unfolding.